but at least she will be comforted by the fact that it was another Jamaican who won it. And she ran the second fastest time in the 200 meters, second behind only the great Florence Griffith Joyner of the United States of America. Plus every other thing happening in the ever exciting world of sports, the transfers, preseason friendlies, and anything that has to do with sports. You get the details right here on 90.7 KUFM Benin City on the show that we call Sports Fiesta. Good morning and welcome. My name is Sali Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I do sports presentation and analysis with a touch of magic. I've got Adewale Akindano and Danny, the analyst, joining me on the show this morning. Guys, welcome. Let's begin from the African Footballer of the Year award ceremony that we saw in Rabat, Morocco last night. Our own Asisat Oshoala, Super Z, retained the award for the women, and it was the 5th time that she's winning it. It is historic because she has now won the award more than any other Nigerian player, male or female. We know that for the men, it's only Kanu Nwankwo that has won it twice. For the women, we've got Cynthia Uwak, we've got Mercy Akide, and we've got Perpetua Okocha. Perpetua Okocha has won it the most, 4 awards. She was tied with Asisat Oshoala on 4. But now, Asisat Oshoala has gone one above Perpetua Okocha. It also means that she is the player with the most awards for both the men and the women. For the men, we know that Samuel Eto'o of Cameroon won it 4 times, and we also know that Yaya Toure of Cote d'Ivoire won it 4 times, and both of these gentlemen are retired. So, of the active and retired players, men and women, Asisat Oshoala is the African player with the most awards. That is simply amazing. And when you consider that this was a season in which she was injured for large portions for months. Right now, she's also injured. She even came to receive her award with a brace on her knee because we know what happened in that match against South Africa. But the achievement of being the only African with 5 awards, it says a lot about what Asisat Oshoala has been able to do in her relatively short time in football.
Yeah, it's a big award. It's the noise would have been more. When we all know when Yaya Toure and Samuel Eto'o won their 4th award, everybody was like, wow, they are the biggest African players ever. But right now we are talking about the biggest player in Africa, male and female. 5 awards is no joke. She's just 27 or 28. There's still more to come. We just wish that she will have good health. The injuries are just too much, and it is common in the women's game of injuries sometimes, and that affects their consistency. But in this short time that Asisat has played football, from the Under-20 World Cup,
she burst onto the scene in 2014.
From
2014 to now, which is 8 years.
Yeah,
she has achieved so much.
Just look at the level of consistency. 5 years out of those 8 years, she has been the best. And who knows what she could have achieved had it been she was not injured for FC Barcelona. You understand? So we would have been talking about a sure bet for the World Player of the Year. If Nigeria can perform relatively well in the World Cup, she will be in with a shout for the World Player of the Year. That's how good she could have. It's a big deal. Okocha won it, and it was like
that was the African Player of the Year. She won the World Player of the Year for the BBC.
So it's good to know that she has it in her to do it. She's a star girl. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, I'm happy for her, and also happy for Nigeria, because all she has achieved is for Nigerian and for herself, and it's for the glory of the country. I think I'm happy that with all that we are passing through, even in athletics, we still have someone who can stand there at the podium and really showcase, project Nigeria to the world that we are not finished. We have somebody who could really still remember the people that we are still very relevant in this world of sport and football in particular. I'm happy for her. I just hope and pray that the self motivation and everything that is keeping her going should just continue. She's still within the bracket of age that she still has so much to achieve in that world of football. Good luck and kudos to her.
Okay, so she wasn't the only one that won an award yesterday, but of course for us in Nigeria, she was the only one in with a shout, and she won it. So we are super happy that she was voted the player of the year. She defeated Grace Chanda of Zambia. She's currently playing at the Africa Women's Cup of Nations. In fact, she will be in action against the Super Falcons of Nigeria today in the third place match. And then there's also Anjara Unjoya of Cameroon, fantastic player. They crashed out in the quarterfinals, although they defeated Tunisia to make it to the playoffs in Europe. They made it to the intercontinental play. Was it Tunisia they even beat? I think it was they beat Tunisia in the group stage. Was it Tunisia that they beat in the was it Tunisia or Cameroon? No, Cameroon in the playoff in the repechage. They beat Botswana, not Tunisia. It was Senegal that beat Tunisia. Okay, so Anjara Unchu, Grace Banda and Azzat Oshoala contested for this award, and it was Azzat Oshoala that won. For the men, we had Edouard Mendy of Senegal and Chelsea, Mohamed Salah of Egypt and Liverpool, and Sadio Mane of Senegal. You've got to say of Liverpool, I know he is a Bayern Munich player now, but this achievement was for what he did last season. Okay, so we've got to look at Liverpool and Senegal. So Sadio Mane, I think he absolutely deserved winning this award. Helped Liverpool to win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Helped them to get to the final of the Champions League, and they also finished second behind Manchester City in the English Premier League. Well, you could argue that, well, Mohamed Salah was also part of all of what he achieved, and it was both of them really doing. In fact, Mohamed Salah outscored him in the league to emerge top goal scorer. So, but when it came to their national team, he was the one that even got the winning goal that helped Senegal to win the Africa Cup of Nations title. So we say well done to him for achieving that, even though during the regulation time he missed a penalty, and it was Mohamed Salah who kind of whispered to his goalkeeper, telling him where Mane is likely to put the ball. So Sadio Mane winning the Player of the Year award. The Coach of the Year for the men went to Aliou Cissé of Senegal. Of course, there couldn't have been another winner, leading Senegal to win their first AFCON title earlier. The Coach of the Year for the women went to Desiree Ellis of South Africa, the third time she's winning it consecutively. The National Team of the Year for the men, of course, the Teranga Lions of Senegal. The Young Player of the Year award for the women, we had a player in the running, but she didn't even make the top three. We're talking about Monday Gift, but it went to Evelyn Badu of Ghana and Sekonde Hassaskas Ladies / Alvadsnes. Young Player of the Year for the men went to Pap Matassa of Senegal and Tottenham Hotspur. Club of the Year for the women, Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. They won the inaugural CAF Women's Champions League. Club of the Year for men, Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco, Casablanca. Yeah, they won the CAF Champions League. The Interclub Player of the Year for the women, Evelyn Badu of Ghana. And Interclub Player of the Year for the men went to Mohamed El Shenawi of Egypt and Al Ahly. Then the Goal of the Year went to Pap Ousmane Sako of Senegal and Simba. One more award to go, and that is the Women's National Team of the Year. It's going to be announced during the final of the AFCON. So that's what we have in the African Footballer of the Year award. Congratulations once again to Super Z, our own Asisat Oshola, for making Nigeria proud and getting something. And as I said, she dedicated the award. She knew how great the Super Falcons have been, and she dedicated that award to them for their heroic feat of hanging on for a very long time. Yes, Cameroon won against Argentina in the final of the in the first match at Italia 90 card. It was in the second half, and then they got a second red card, but that was late on, so they didn't have to play almost
50 minutes,
20 minutes of the second half, and the entire extra time with 9 players. Extra time is 30 minutes, and when you add 50. About 20 minutes, you had about 50 minutes, almost an hour. Our girls playing with 9.